it going? There's a lot of wind blowing, so I don't know if y'all are going to be able to hear me well or not. And there's a whole lot of cars driving by. And you know, when they drive by real slow, it's like, how do you tell me you have nosy neighbors without telling me you have nosy neighbors? But mostly when they drive by real slow and then stop in the driveway across the road, turn around, go back real slow. Somewhere around the corner they turn around again and then come back by a third time real slow. And if, you know, that ain't obvious, I don't know what it is. But that ain't what I wanted to do today. I wanted to tell y'all a little story about got on a little old dingle dongle here a couple weeks ago, and I asked it about, what did I ask the dingle dongle? I asked the dingle dongle tree chopping sword. That's right, tree chopping sword. And so I'm here today to show you what, tell you where we got it. Now I'm using the tablet, so I want to tell you I ain't just absolutely flipped the hell out. I'm using the tablet here and I'm just looking at a big ass picture of myself and I don't know where to look. There's a little dot right there. Is that where I'm supposed to be looking? If that's the case, then I'm going to do that right there. I'm going to talk to the dot. That's kind of confusing. So anyways, I asked the dingle dongle about the tree chopping sword. And it sent me to the company that killed the rainforest and stole its name. So this was less than $100. It says it's Damascus. I mean, it looks pretty. I don't think that I'm going to be chopping any trees with this thing. Here, I'm going to flip it over that way so I don't cut myself on this thing. You know, I mean, it comes with a nice little handy dandy, you know, can't cut yourself when you roll over in the sleep thing. But if you can get in right here and see all this, you know, and see, it had gotten a little bit of bent, you know, in the shipping process, I suppose. So, you know, I did the old, and I got to tell you, I mean, I'm no expert on Damascus steel swords, obviously, but I'm thinking the price tag is going to be the first thing that gives it away, it being less than $100. The second give me, I guess, on the clues and hints is that, you know, nobody put their name on it. You know what I mean? Nobody put their name on it. So I'm not going to go out there and chop a tree with it because, you know, do it like this. How about this? I don't, you know, I ain't no He-Man, so, I mean, but like I said, I'm not an expert on how this thing is supposed to, but for the price, you know, I'm gonna say this is like a very, very, very pretty, what do you call it, Renaissance Festival Fair souvenir. This is the good one. This is, I mean, you're probably going to be fleeced for about $350, $400 at the Renfest for one of these, I think. I'm not an expert on that either, y'all. I went to the one up here in the DFW and the one down there in H-Town one time a piece, and I'm just gonna say with the, with the little handle, brass, the little hammered in little stuff, and it's all, you can see what this thing is and isn't, but definitely not a tool. Definitely not a, well, at first I want to say toy, but, well, obviously probably not a toy, but I guess it's going to be just good for, letting it hang around the house. It might scare somebody. Now, one little detail on the old little, this thing looks pretty cheap, and I screwed up, and I put the thing in backwards. Obviously, you see how that worked out with the little pointy end of sword there and coming in. But check this out on the back of the old rivets here. All the little stars. I mean, we got the raw leather on the inside of the strap. But, I mean, like I said, for the price. But I'm disappointed because I did want to go out there and chop a couple trees down with a sword. And I guess it's just not going to happen.